I'm Martin Pena, and I am an actor living in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. So I wanted to know what made you want to get into the field of acting? Like, what inspired you?
Well, I kind of always had an interest in acting. I was in the drama club in high school, and then I minored in theater in college. Actually didn't think of making it as a career, but one time I took my nephew to an agency, a talent agency, and although they said that he was too young, the agent was kind of interested in me, and then I was like, well, I was in between jobs at the time, and I just said, okay, you know what? So I kind of started with doing commercials, taking some classes, and then about 11 years ago, I moved to Atlanta to try to get into TV and film. I just caught the acting bug, and I just said, hey, I want to do it. So here I am.
Yeah, I love that. So like, yeah. So I guess like, how did your like family and friends kind of respond to that? Like, did they always like kind of figure you would like go down this route?
No, they were a little unsupportive in the beginning, and then after, because it is a hustle, it's a grind, and then it was like, okay, yeah, you want to be an actor, okay, good luck, that's what you always think, as opposed to like maybe getting a regular job or something. And I think their minds started changing after they started seeing me on TV, and then it was kind of like, okay, wow, you're doing it, you're on TV, you went to Atlanta to be an actor, and now you're doing it. So then that's kind of when the support started coming in from friends and family. So it was a total change, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So I guess like growing up, like what were some of the like films and TV shows that kind of like influenced you to like want to pursue acting?
Well, I was a big fan of like Friends. I love comedy. Unfortunately, most of my auditions and my work is under drama and action, thriller. Would love to do comedy in the future. And let's see. So I loved just kind of like hard thrillers, kind of films growing up, and comedy. I love like romantic comedies, right? And just like silly, funny awkwardness of actors. And that's kind of what it was. The comedic timing just kind of. I always found that interesting. I was like, wow. And these aren't even, most of them are not comedians. They're just actors. They just have really good comedy timing. And that's what interests me, yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess, so when getting into a new role, what are like some of the steps you usually take to like prep yourself for it? Or like, even like before you get the script, like what do you kind of tell yourself that what you're going to do when you get into the role?
Well, I guess I would say that first I have to look the part. So because of my look, I can play different ethnicities. I also can do different dialects. So depending on what the role calls for, I try to actually look the part. So that kind of helps me get in character when I audition or I'm on set or something. So it's not. When I look the part, I definitely start to feel it, right? I definitely feel the part. And so that's kind of where, that's where I start. And then once I get to have that look and that feel, then I'm able to portray the character a lot more easier from there.
Okay. I guess like when being on set, like what are some kind of helpful things that like a director has like told you to like kind of bring you more into that character?
It's more about like I guess the feelings and the emotions. Your face shows. I was actually just on set last couple of weeks ago on a TV show for a co-star role, and it was they had very close-up shots of me. So any little movement is big on the screen, right? So. I just had like for that instance, the director said, I had a very resting face. So I just kind of like, she was like, give me some more emotion, like you're tired or something, like you're tired, you've been working all day, instead of just kind of being like this, where I'm like, I was more like, oh boy, like, so it's just like, just those little things that the director tells, like, hey, like giving me a scenario of what's been going on throughout my day prior to the scene.
Right.
Is what's kind of helped me get in there. Yeah.
Show starts in 1 minute. And now, on with the show.
What are some of your favorite actors or performances, and why?
Actors and some of their performances. Well, you can't go wrong with actors like Meryl Streep, right? Man, just like Jennifer Aniston or something like comedic actors like Leslie Mann or Rebel Wilson. Just because they have such great timing and they're also able just to portray their faces exactly how the character calls for. As far as men, you know, you got Robert De Niro and you know, Brad Pitt, Denzel Washington, right? Like they just, even Viola Davis, like, you know, like it's just they're just amazing. They just know how to like really get into the character and give a great performance. And that's something I just kind of admire of how they're. It's all about the face, right? And your facial expressions, and that's something that they're really good at.
Okay, so I guess the more we talk, I realize, like you said, like with acting, it's more about the, of course, emotion and really trying to dive yourself in the scenario and in that role. So would you say that, I guess, the emotion matters more than the dialogue itself, and sometimes in terms of like the scene or like playing off something?
I would say yes, because yes, the dialogue is important. You know, sometimes you may not go word for word because you might get so into the character that sometimes, you know, like forget the words, like it's just about expressing your emotion on your face, and that's kind of where I get sometimes. So I would say the emotion is definitely more important than the words itself.
Okay. And I guess, what would be your advice to some young actors out there, or anyone that is thinking about pursuing the world of acting?
I would say take classes. Start taking classes. Start being a background actor for TV shows and movies to see if it's something you want to pursue. Because you might get on set and see that how long these actors have to be on set, or just how tedious it may be, then it may not be for you, you know. But if it's something that you're passionate about and want to pursue, then I would definitely say definitely go for it and just train. That way, when you get on set, that you're more comfortable and you're more confident with yourself, because you don't want to be an untrained actor on set and they change the dialogue on you or they change the scene, and it's just like, you know. But when you're a trained actor, you've been taking your classes, then it just comes a lot easier for you just to be like, all right, let's go, you know, go with the flow, you know. So that's what I would say to the young actors, is definitely just train and be ready, because anything can happen.
That's good advice. And I guess another one is, what was one of your favorite roles that you did and why?
I would have to say I was a hitman on a TV show called Queen of the South, and it was on USA, and it's now on Netflix. And I was playing a character to kill the queen, and unfortunately they killed me. But I love playing characters that's not me, of course I'm not a hitman, but because I'm a genuine nice person in real life. To play a hitman, to play a bad person is always fun because it's the total opposite of me. It actually gives me a chance to act, and it's character acting as opposed to straight acting. Where I just play myself or somebody, But character acting is a lot of fun because, it's playing people that's definitely not me. So
sounds fun. I guess also, if you could work with any actor any director in the world or actor, who would they be? And I know you said you really love like horror and like comedy.
Yeah.
So I guess also what genre? Like would it be a horror or a comedy?
I would say like Quentin Tarantino, or even Robert Rodriguez. Because they have some off the wall stuff.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Yeah, it's just like but it's fun. Like their stuff is it's unique. It's different. It's so I would say probably those two directors will be like a lot of cool, fun to work with. Yeah.
I guess my last question would be, with the face of like acting now with like SGA and like the writer's strike that was happening, where do you kind of see the field of acting like going from like 20 years from now, or even like today currently? Like how is the landscape kind of different from like now than before all this happened?
Well, the writer's strike and the actor's strike, it was a good thing. It was a good thing. It was it's gonna change a lot, as you noticed from 20 years ago. I mean, it's a lot of more minorities. A lot of LGBTQ stuff. It's just becoming more diverse in the TV and film industry. So that's a big difference from 20 years ago and now. And I really think that the writer's strike and the actor's strike was very beneficial to all of us because, it did come to the point where it was tough just to make unless you're a celebrity, it's tough to make a living off of just acting. And so it was a good thing to happen. And I'm happy that going forward we're gonna just diverse. Everything's just become more diverse as far as TV shows and films and stuff. And I know it's gonna be over the years, the next 5, 10, 20 years, it's gonna be. You're gonna see all kinds of. Now you're just kind of seeing. For example, black horror films and movie shows. You didn't see that 20 years ago. So when you get a predominantly black cast for a film, and it's a horror thriller, we didn't get that back in the day. So I'm loving to see that. Maybe in the future there'll be a Hispanic horror thriller. Who knows? I mean, I don't think I've seen that one before. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in the future.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Yeah, thank you.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.